Do you feel like the albums that came out after his death tarnished his legacy because of the artists they put on the songs that he never worked with? The beats were redone, and kind of, in some of them, they actually had him shouting out some people that he didn't say those actual things, but somehow they manipulated the voice to be like that.
Well, you have to blame me and Tom Wally for that, and I don't remember doing that, to be honest. I really don't remember changing things. Now, let me just say this. A lot of the stuff were his studio garbage because that was stuff that he would have never put out. Totally agree with you on that, especially after until the end of time. Uh, Now, if y'all talking about the one that M did and all of that, I had no dealings with that. I can't even take credit for Better Days.
That album had him yelling out Banks, 50, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That was M did. I had nothing to do with that. I was gone. I wasn't even with Death Row at that time. I was gone. That album came along where Suge was so mad at me, but I had to do it. I needed $3 million. We had got a big judgment from the guys for Corrupt because they said that we signed Corrupt from them and all that. And the jury was like, we got to get rid of this Death Row. That's why we changed the name from Death Row to The Row. Murder Inc. changed the name from Murder Inc. to the Inc. and all of that. Because everybody in the early 2000s was like, peace and love. We went back to some hippie shit. And they didn't want to hear nothing negative, you know?
Right.
In the early 2000s, time had changed. 9/11 had just happened and people were just different, right? And so they were like, we think the guys are smart and this, and we don't even really believe that he did anything wrong. But we want to put him up out of business because we don't like that name Death Row. And they gave us a $10 million judgment, $10 million.
Wow.
The judge even came back and said, oh, no, that's too excessive. I won't drop it down to $4 million, but $10 million is not justified. So anyway, but to file an appeal bond in the state of California, you got to put up 1.5 times to even, stop a judgment for being able to be executed. So we filed an appeal bond, but guess what you had to come up with? We had to come up with $8 million. We didn't have that liquid at the time. And without selling anything, we could have went, Dre offered to buy the Chronic for $5 million and all that, but shit was like, nah, I ain't selling shit. So I went to Jimmy Iovine at Interscope, and Jimmy was like, well, I'm tired of dealing with your ass, you and Suge Reggie, until the end of time. I'm tired of every time y'all want to do something. I think Still I Rise, Outlaws, the Greatest Hit album, we would always give them hell. We would extort the hell out of them, right? So they couldn't do anything without us, right? So he said, y'all gonna let us do this album, and y'all ain't gonna have no input or no say so on it at all. And so all right, you give us a $3 million advance, we'll let y'all be in control. And that's what happened.
So you didn't like the Until the End of Time album?
Loved it. I was a major part of that. I'm the one that, me and shit got into our biggest argument behind that. I'm the one that pushed, no, that was the Greatest Hits, I'm sorry. But no, I'm the one that put Hutch and all of them and SKG and Top Dog, the people I was trying to blow up. Crooked Eye and all of them, and Darren Vega and them to do tracks. I'm the one that took Johnny Day off. People always get mad and say, why you took Johnny Day off of this? As a producer, I liked it better. Because they were all samples. Everything that was on there originally was samples. And so you wanted original content so you can make some music publishing. It would have still sold the records.
Right.
But that ain't where you make money at on the album sales. You make money off of your music publishing. So you got two sides of the coin. And so we want to get those
pay
samples.
so much for those samples.
Yeah. And so you don't want to give up nothing. You want to, you just go remake a beat. And we thought we was making it better. Some of the people didn't like it. I don't think y'all would felt that way if y'all would have never got the Machiavelli leaks. The leaks that got out. Y'all probably wouldn't have known the difference. But once you got the leaks, then you start comparing stuff. And you'd be like, oh, I like that version better. I like that version better, And that's just human nature. That's just how we are. You go ask your wife right now, or your girl right now, do you like deep pants or deep pants? She gonna say this one and you gonna say that one, That's just...
Right. What about Better Days?
Better Days was one that was done. That was in between the 2001, 2002. and that's was when we were just really trying to get out of there, and we were just really we didn't care. We were just trying to get away. We were just trying to get money. Suge was on his way home, and we tried, but it didn't do.
Did you guys do
It
Pac's Life?
Park Life, which album was that on? But that was you know that was a Prince. You know that was a Prince sample originally. The Park Life, I think that was the one that M did, right?
No, that was Loyal to the Game. Pac's Life
Loyal to the Game.
had like T.I. and Ashanti on the lead single.
That was Suge doing shit at the end with E1. That was him and Darren Vega and all of them over there doing shit. I was gone then, so I ain't had nothing to do with that. But that was the money grab. That was just doing something with E1. They were hot at the time. Y'all got to give it to them. T.I. was hot. Ashanti was hot. Suge was fucking with Irv Gotti and Murder Inc. and all of them. And that was pretty much a Darren Vega Suge Knight project.